is Cara the BubbleLush. I don't like how this video does that, but it has been a month, so it has been high time. It's high time to, showing off your bloomers. Calm down there. To do a trying to conceive baby number 2 video. This is episode 3, I believe. So I wanted to talk to you about what has been going on. Hannah is going crazy. We're downstairs in the den, which is the new kind of background, but it'll be prettier in future videos. I need to beautify it a bit. Ooh, show them the toy. Show. Ooh, it's your remote control. That should be fun. Okay, I'm gonna sit here on the desk. There we go. Okay, so I have my iPod and my fertility friend is brought up because I wanted to talk to you about the crazy cycles that are going on. Right now I'm on cycle 4, postpartum cycle 4. And we didn't really try the first 3. We didn't like prevent, but like we really didn't try to time anything. So, as I said before, the first cycle started on May 7th. It was a perfect 28-day cycle. The second cycle started, okay, this needs to stop just a second. On June 4th, it was kind of weird. It was 36 days long. So it was a week too long. And the next cycle, which started on July 10th, was only 21 days. So that was a weird, probably an ovulatory cycle. But at least it wasn't long. You know, it wasn't like a 90-day cycle. It was only 21 days. But still, it's kind of weird. All of a sudden, I was like, I just stopped bleeding, and now I'm bleeding again. Like, this sucks. This cycle has not been enjoyable because let's see, it said my period is expected in 6 days, so I'm on cycle day like 22, 23, depending on how it counts. And AF was in town for nearly 2 weeks. 13 days. Like, that is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Not enjoyable. Never ending. Frustrating. And just, I was on vacation. Like, it just kind of sucked. So, since, you know, my cycles are coming somewhat regularly, you know, they're 28 days plus or minus a week. Whatever. But I just, the bleeding is weird, and the real reason is because I have this fear of basically conceiving naturally, because with Hannah, my progesterone level was very low, I think, yeah, which is why I needed to be on progesterone suppositories through the first trimester, and now with the clotting disorder, I really feel like everything needs to be monitored from the very beginning to see if I need to be on blood thinners during the pregnancy. Also, I'll probably need to be on blood thinners just in order to be able to implant. Like, I didn't really make a big deal of it, but the cycle that I conceived Hannah, I did take baby aspirin. Didn't talk to my doctor about it. It's just something that I did. And later, when we found out about the clotting disorder, and I told the midwife, she was like, you know, your body just knew, and you just knew, and you took it. And I was like, all right, I don't really know how much I believe that, because like, how would I know that I had a blood clotting disorder? I just took it, and I conceived Hannah. So I'll probably have to be on some sort of either baby aspirin regimen or something this time around as well. So it's awesome. Honestly, I think everyone that has fertility issues, their dream is to just like have the suspicion that, you know, I'm a little late and maybe I'm pregnant, and they take a pregnancy test and they're pregnant, and it was totally stress-free, and it was a surprise, and it's wonderful, and we're all happy. Like, I think that's kind of the dream, frankly, especially with like baby number 2 or 3, you know, subsequent children, to just have it happen so simple, that would just be amazing. Not only from the financial standpoint, but just like the faith that you would have in your body at that point. But I would be really scared if I found out I was pregnant, because, you know, I don't have, I have my general physician, which I do not have a very close relationship with. I haven't seen her since she diagnosed me with PCOS. I probably should have, but I didn't really like her to begin with. Then I have the Ari, the reproductive endocrinologist, which, you know, they totally got me pregnant, but I don't think they want to see me unless I'm trying to get pregnant, right? And besides, it's so hard to get in with them. And then I have the midwives. I don't have like an OB, and I had this, I wrote about this on the blog, that like, I don't really know what to do because I don't want to go and find an OB and then that OB doesn't have the ability to, you know, go to the hospital that I choose at delivering because I'm not sure if I'm going to deliver at the same hospital. That's something that I just kind of got to decide on. I chose to deliver at OHSU because they had a midwife program that had a water birth program. Now that I've had a C-section and I'll be attempting a v-bac, water birth is basically out of the question. I could labor. Okay, this is driving me nuts. I love you so much, Hannah, but it's driving me nuts. I could labor in the pool, but they wouldn't let me deliver in the pool. And most hospitals have like a jacuzzi bathtub, so I wouldn't really need a water birth pool. They do have the midwives, which is awesome, but there's midwives at other hospitals. And yeah, so I wasn't sure if I was going to deliver at that same hospital with this baby. I don't know. And so because of that, I've been like hemming and hawing about finding an OB because like I said, the last thing I want to do is get invested with an OB and then have to transfer to one that has privileges at the hospital I select. So that just seemed kind of weird. So if I did conceive, I wouldn't know where to go. Like, I would have to decide immediately which hospital I was going to go at so that I could start being monitored. And if I conceive with an RE, not only will, you know, most likely I'll conceive sooner, and we can talk about the blood clotting disorder and its effect on, you know, the first trimester and PCOS and even conceiving, as well as Hannah is still being breastfed. She's, especially the past few weeks, I haven't even pumped. She's been exclusively, you know, on-demand breastfed. So don't pull that, baby. Don't pull that. Don't. You're in line with this. So, you know, we're still totally going strong. Hannah is 11 months old in a couple days now. So we're almost at a year, which is so exciting. And so, you know, who knows what they're going to think about, I don't want you to hit me in the face with that, about breastfeeding in the first trimester. You know, Oregon is very pro-breastfeeding, but given some of the issues I might have, I don't know if they're going to want me to. I don't know. We'll just see. Who knows? I don't know until I talk to them. So that's the reason why I'm making this video. Here, okay. Today. Because I finally grew the cojones to call the fertility clinic. I got up really early this morning, like 5:30 something, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to call them today because it's Monday, and last time, you know, way back 2009, I had to wait 40 days to get in there, and that's, wow! And that's putting me like October, and that just seems like forever. So, especially if, you know, when I go in there and she wants me to be on like metformin for a cycle or something before we start medicine, I don't, who knows, right? So I might as well just go in and talk with her. I love you. So I called and I made an appointment for September 9th. September 9th. That's in 18 days. That's totally doable. And, oh, thank you, boo-boo. And depending on when I start my period, since I'm expecting my period on like, ow, don't pull my hair. Oh, don't pull, that's not nice. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Don't pull the hair. Okay, good job. We're in a slapping, pulling hair phase, and it's not acceptable. Especially when she looks at you with that little maniacal smile like, I know what I'm doing is wrong. No. So, especially if I start my period on like Saturday, Sunday, like I'm supposed to with a 28-day cycle, that would be great because that would mean that like maybe I could go in for my consultation on like Friday or something, and then, you know, I'm monitored on Monday to see if I'm even growing anything. So that would be great. It would give them kind of like a mid-cycle scan opportunity if the timing works out. So that's really, really exciting. Yeah, so I guess we'll just see if this cycle is kind of one of those 21-day cycles or 36-day cycles. Who knows? Who knows? But I'm really excited that I finally called and made an appointment. So I think that's kind of a big step. They were very nice about it because they already know me, and they were like, oh yeah, we'll get you in with the same doctor, and good to go. If I hadn't have taken that September 9th appointment, they wouldn't have been able to get me until October for my doctor, and like mid-October for the other doctor. They could have seen me, I think, like in a week or so for this new doctor, but frankly, I don't know her, and I already have a relationship with the other two, so I'm just going to stick with them, especially since my doctor specializes in PCOS. She sees it 50 times every day. It's not a big deal to her. That's her job, getting chicks with PCOS pregnant. And that's why I love her. So, wish me luck. Since now I'm kind of like, actually, we're trying, and we're kind of back in the TTC game. If any of you are making TTC vlogs, especially if you have PCOS, if you have a clotting disorder, if you're working with a fertility specialist, I would like to follow some girls' journeys. I would prefer it if you were like really being proactive with your treatment. Either you know, you were doing something at home to really try to get pregnant, you were working with a specialist, and not just well, we're trying to see, and I'm not charting, and I'm not keeping any kind of schedule, and we're just kind of going lackadaisical about it. Like, I would like to follow someone that, honestly, is going through treatments. So, because I find that that's the best source of comfort. So if that's you, if that's describing you, and you think that I would enjoy following your vlogs, and you enjoy following mine, then leave a little comment below, and I will try to add you to my little watch list. I don't have a ton of time, but I definitely will try to follow some girls, because I would like to get a little TTC club going again, because I had a nice support group back the first time, and I don't really have anyone this time, so let's all band together. Okay? I think that's about it. If you have any questions or anything, leave them below. Like I said, we're trying to conceive. This is cycle 4, but it's really kind of our first cycle really trying. I have an appointment on September 9th, Friday, September 9th. So that's in 18 days. That's very exciting. That's like, you know, a 2-week wait kind of thing. I can do that. 2.5-week wait. And I am still breastfeeding. I told you my diagnosis. That's kind of what we're working with. We don't have any male factor infertility issues. And that's it. All right. That's it. Let's do this. Let's make a baby. Bye, guys.